Hello everyone, my name is Harry, and today I'm going to introduce you to a board game called chess. Chess was invented in India and it has 64 squares on the board and it has 32 black squares and 32 white squares that are listed from one side from letter A to H and the other side from 1 to 8. So chess has a lot of kind of things on how to play and the tactics, but to make a long story short, let's tell you about the end game, where each team's pieces are very few, and sometimes they can be a draw or win, a checkmate or a win. So pieces in chess at endgames, like the rook ending, or the queen's ending. So let's example. Okay, so for example, I'm gonna give you this ending of chess. Well, one rook, one pawn versus one queen. So maybe if your opponent is a bit chicken, they might go here, blunder. You go here and you smack up this, but oh no, the rook is out. Your pawn is left, and the game quickly turned to this. And I'm gonna do it, and after a couple of moves, it's a draw. You know, you're pretty mad at yourself because you could have win if you choose the right move, but in the middle of the plan, you do something wrong. So, first thing, to make it easy and simple, let's do it with the queen's ending and how to checkmate it. Your opponent is so dumb and he loses his queen and his rook at the end game. So you have this. You put the black pieces, and now how to checkmate the white. So first, let's see. We will divide this board into four parts. These and this. So this white king is in this one. So maybe to make it short and the time is running out, you should just make the king stuck in this 4x4 square and look at the queen. And you look, the queen can control these squares here, 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 and here diagonals, but you will only have to look at these two because it will trap the black king, so the white king. If it is here, it can't go here, here, or here, and if it is here, it just can go 3 squares. So, as long as you make the cage smaller, like the white king, the corner, the white king has less spaces to move. So, like here we have this, the king has only here, and if it's black's turn, we'll move here, smaller cage, trap. He goes here. Well, you can go here or here, but I will choose here as only a 3x3 thing. Fourth move is there, and we just need to make our king come closer to those guys' king, and we should go. We just need to go here, but if we go here, it's a path draw. So if you try to copy my movement here and like this, but your position is still here, how can you do it? Make the cage smaller? Well, it's your turn, and you don't have to move left, so we just go here, make it bigger, so you can trick the white to like it goes there, and you know what? You just need to go here, so they go there. Chase them. We're back in business. If they go here, just you'll make a smaller cage. Go here and go there, there, here, and here. Don't go to F2. It's gonna be a draw right away. Instead, move your king, although it's like a few squares away from this guy. But at last, it's then low, so it's a bit easy. You go there, here, here, here. Well, the fourth move is here, and you finish it by here. Checkmate. So another kind of variance in endgames that sometimes people face a harder kind, like the rook ending. Here's the kind of rook I'm talking about. King is here, here, and here. White's turn to move, and you also have to make the cage problem also easier because it's not like the queen and not as active. You start with rook c7, like caging up the 3 by 7. If they go there, the plan is to move here, but if they go there, you move your king. Instead of that, it will just be like this, and if there's no checks or takes in 50 moves, it's going to be a draw. So instead of that, they go there, so the places are less. Only go here. Well, at this point, you can go here. And your rook is still controlling this, and if they go there, you chase. You will just need to run, and the rook is faster than their king. So maybe we'll check. They go there, and we go here again. And now it's your king's turn to move. Here, remember, there's a kind of problem that you can't checkmate with your rook. You need to make the kings opposite. Make sure there's one square between them. You can only move here or here or here. These. You can just go here and attack the rook, but follow them. They go there. You know what? Well, you don't have to use that opposite kings as much. So you check. They go there. So again, make a cage. The first moves are here and here. So if they move there, you go there. Oh no, they're in another corner. What should we do? So try to do math problems. So if we can cage them here and or here, or just make it here, we just have to do it here. It's start in this side and it's easier. Kings, and after a few moves, they try to copy as you. Because in endgames, if you opposite kings, it could be more. No, you would cut this. No more. You will go there, and you know what? There's kings there, so as long as you have to do that, you just try to catch their king. And now you can go to king here and just keep, and it's so lousy. They try to escape. We follow, yeah, and nope, you can go there. And it's checkmate. So remember, a rook ending how to checkmate is a bit harder than a queen. Yes, a queen. Next, we have much. So after we studied the queens, the rook, how about the pawn? Well, for example, again, you're playing against one queen versus a king versus plus a rook, and they goes there and you right smack up the queen, and after this move you up a pawn now. So, well, in this case, white should lose. Should draw. But what happens if you make this? Look, it's white's turn to move. should go here. Try to make the king's opposite phrase to make it like you'll have if they move there, you go here. Again, you'll face them. If they move, try to go there, you will block him. They can't move here. So you will just keep pushing a pawn, and after a few of the opposite things, to go here. And if they do this, you will, whenever they move, they copy. So as long as their king is on the edge, this and this side, it's impossible to win. What if I say it's on the C rank, like this, here? White's turn to move, they go here. Because these spaces are occupied, the king should move here. Or you should also move king, so they try to take the king's opposite, you take it. They just can't move here, and you block these. They go here, and black's turn. Here, they do it. Here, they go here. It's officially a draw. So, wait, I've got this. If this doesn't work, try another one. So, I'll just ask you this simple question. How do you know about squares? This is a square. This is a square. So, if it's here, white's here, and you don't need to act your king, and white's turn to move. It should make a queen and then win. Look at this square. Is the pawn in this 6x6 square? Yes. Is this black king in the 6x6 square? No. So that means it couldn't catch the pawn. You have to white's turn to move. They try to catch, but they just can't tip the tail. How about this? Look at how about this square? We have maybe this square or this square. So both of them are in the same square. So as long as white moves what, it's officially a draw. So if you want to make it, here's a tip. To make an endgame easier, try to be active your king out of a castle. Like make like that. You will just have, you can maybe win, draw, or sometimes you make a blunder, you lose. Well, make sure to comment what videos you want to watch, and I'm going to make it. Thank you for listening. Bye.